Okay, so I know it sounds clickbaity, I promise you it's not, and I hope to not take up too much of your time explaining it, but it's something that I've noticed happening, especially in the wedding space, and I feel like it's a missed opportunity for a lot of people, and it'll go a long way, or it does go a long way when it's put into practice. To preface, I do understand how much goes into evoking emotion in a film and all of the factors involved, as well as, again, in the wedding space, we don't always have control over all these things. We have to do the most with what we're given, but that's why I wanted to talk about this. To start, the most basic form of communication for us as human beings is reading body language. And there's obviously lots of little things that we pick up on that tell us something, and you don't always notice it. If you're to take this shot of me talking to you and you're to cut my hands out of it, you're gonna notice something's missing. It's gonna feel a little bit off, unless you're right up close to my face, but then that's a whole other story. We're trying to make something else happen. But you don't necessarily notice my hands moving while I'm talking. The same goes as if I were to turn my head this way and you were to only see one of my eyes. There's gonna be a lot less connection and it's gonna feel a lot more disconnected. I've heard people speak on this subject before, and it always seems to come back to just getting your shot lists for flexibility in post later. Everybody says make sure you get your wide, medium, tight. Of course, that's gonna go a long way. And then if you want to get some sort of emotion, then you start getting creative and then you start maybe prompting your subject to do something that's going to give you something to edit with later as well. I'm of the camp where we're not there to create those moments, we're just there to capture them. And sometimes people might be uncomfortable. So we just need to make them feel more comfortable so that they can just emote themselves. This is something that I noticed a while ago and I can't unsee it anymore. It's almost jarring when I come across it even in my own work. It's something that is such a simple thing for us to do, and it's something that's second nature for us. I feel like we normally feel like we need to be doing something, we need to be making something happen, but that's not the case. We just need to be aware of what's happening, making sure we're getting the whole thing. So if this is something that you don't already put into practice or pay attention to, I promise you it's going to go a really long way, even just in the moment of giving you more bandwidth to capture what's going on around you, because you're less worried about trying to create an emotion from something, whether that be by directing or moving yourself. You can just capture this, and by doing that, it's going to give you more moments, more authenticity, more emotion, which means more content, and less effort on your part, and arguably more impactful than a sizzle reel shot, 9 times out of 10. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys have any tips on simple composition to bring out feeling too. I'm always down to learn. I feel like this game can't be beat, and it's fun to learn stuff, especially when it's easy.